have a life again.
Welcome back. Some of our adventures took us closer to home, others a little bit further away. And these are some of the best hikes, starting close and ending in far distances. Take a look. Trail is easily identifiable with loose gravel the entire way. Pretty diverse trail from wet areas with ferns to grassy balds. Views are impeccable and hard to believe it's just 15 minutes outside Corvallis. You can even see Mary's Peak. On the way back, you can find some shade from this white oak, around 200 years old. Kinda reminds me of my childhood back in South Carolina. Let's face it, we're all still kids at heart. We're not horsing around on this ridge. This week, we're back in the Willamette Valley at a trail called Horse Rock Ridge. Trail is located in the Shotgun Creek recreational area about 20 minutes south of Sweet Home. Relatively easy and only about 4 miles in length. Immediately out of the car, trail starts going right up. Thick moss from high relative humidity year-round. This trail is actually really cool. Just a few minutes outside of Sweet Home, and you're completely immersed in a forest. Before long, you start to see more daylight, and the view starts to open up. Trail takes you to the ridgeline of a grassy bald overlooking the Coburg Hills and west-facing slopes of the Cascade Foothills. Don't be afraid to jump on some of these rocks. This is a great place to bring kids because of no sudden drop-offs. Just don't horse around too much. Diverse landscape strikes again. Because of the climate and rocky volcanic soil, succulents are able to grow amidst the rocks. Enjoy your time here. Horse Rock Ridge is a perfect day hike, not too far from home. Welcome back. This week we are in our own backyard. Sometimes it's a little bit better to stay closer to home. And I brought some friends this time. The Albert James Desmond, former employee, but he's going to tag along with us here at Spencer Butte in the backyard of Eugene. Also brought my dad along. Yeah, he's in town, and we're going to have a fun day up here at Spencer Butte. Among other trails in the area, this one can be relatively difficult. Steep grade all the way up to around 2,000 feet. So there is a loop that makes it a little bit easier, but we were kind of strained on time today, so we took the difficult route. 0.8 miles up and 0.8 miles back, but with an elevation gain of around 800 feet, it's not one for the faint of heart. All right, we're about halfway there. How are we feeling, Albert?
Don't lie to me. I can still see the cars. It's not too late to turn back.
No, you're doing fine. You're doing great. The
Hear this?
Is nice.
I mean, you know, get to enjoy the beauty that is, but at what cost?
Spencer Butte is one of the best trails located within city limits. This trail is actually located in Eugene and right in the backyard. Welcome back. This week, we are back in Southern Oregon. It's been a while since we've been down toward Jackson County. This is one of my favorite geological spots right near the California border. This is Pilot Rock. Come on, let's go. Gradual and even sandy at first, you can tell you're in a drastically different climate than the Willamette Valley. Plenty of conifers, but a different type. This seaweed-looking leaf is that of a cedar. Between the firs and cedars is where we're headed. Yep, we're going to be right on top. Pay attention to the trail markers. Part of this hike is on the PCT. We don't want to end up in Mexico. Well, not today. Even though it's drier here, still a wet climate in the winter, with spring wildflowers thriving this time of year. This volcanic plug is some of the oldest remnants of the Cascade Range. This solidified magma was below ground, and as a softer rock eroded, it left pilot rock as it stands today. This 500 feet of basalt, we're headed right up. Not as bad as it looks, just stay in the cracks. Go ahead, get those laughs out. This will slow your pace down, but also work the arms and legs. On the way up, take advantage of the views and an excuse to take a breath here and there. Finally at the top, views of Mount Shasta in California, Mount Ashland, and even Mount McCullough on a clear day. We're saddling up this week. Okay, not really, although there are some horse trails nearby, but you're going to have to pace yourself for this one. This is Saddle Mountain near Seaside, Oregon. Clean air in these parts. Nearest town is 40 minutes away, so virtually no pollution and a constant coastal breeze keeping the forest green. Before long, you'll have windows of the nearby peaks, but don't be fooled. There's a ways to go and plenty of uphill. Sitka spruce, a common tree in the Coast Range, thanks to high humidity year-round, which also allow these rare mosses to grow. Once the trail opens up above the tree line, it remains open, and a constant coastal breeze may cool you off in the summer, but annoy the heck out of you in the winter. Keep your eye on the trail. There's plenty of spots to take a tumble. If you want to get a picture, just make sure your feet are planted at all times. A steep 3 miles later, you're at the top of the tallest mountain in Clatsop County, formed by cold lava that reached an ancient sea that once filled what is now Portland. We'll be right back.